Good night, everyone, and welcome to Raw and Uncut. Hi, I'm Louis Todd. I'm here with Dra and, of course, Lee. And we're here to have fun for the next hour. You know, we're gonna shoot some crap and talk about some headlines. JW is our guest tonight from JW and Blaze fame of 100.5 FM Slam. They do the morning drive, and JW is in here tonight. So I'm sure Dra is gonna have some wickedness in plan for him, knowing devious minds as they are. All right, so I guess let's get off on it. So I guess my monologue this morning is about, it's a two-part monologue. This is the first part. I'm going to be talking about, giving tourists, I guess, advice on how to get on their welcoming into Trinidad, So, always this time of year, lots of Trinis, return for Carnival, as well as foreigners who come just to have a good time, Trinis know what they're about, but poor foreigners need to get the Louis Hart tour guide of Trinidad, First off, you probably, if you're in Trinidad, you probably flew here, so my condolences. On behalf of the airline industry, when I flew you here, I know that you're going to be about at least, 3 hours late. In fact, actually, in tribute to the airline industry, this show is going to run 3 hours late. We have an airline sponsor, but they canceled at the last minute, so we charged them $50 US extra and told them that the money was non-refundable. Why not? They do it to us all the time. I also apologize for the slow pace of the immigration in the airport, but we recently had problems with the immigration officers at Piarco, and it seems like the government replaced them with URP workers. So now we put cameras to monitor their efficiency, and it worked. Seriously, now your wait in immigration has been cut down to 3 days, I think. So if you want to, and we time the efficiency of our immigration officers using a calendar. In fact, when I say cameras, I really mean time-lapse photography. That's the speed we're moving at. So 3 days. It's like 3. So if you want to make it for Carnival Monday, you better land in Trinidad around the Thursday before Carnival. All right? If you eventually ever get to exit immigration and customs, please look for an official airport taxi to get you to your hotel. They'll only rob you around $75 US. You know what I mean? But don't take a PH taxi, really, because unless you want the rob and rape experience. Because, the PH taxi is good for that. All right. So, on your drive to Port of Spain, please ask the driver, to show you the Labas. Now, it's on the left, just before you hit the flyover in the Port of Spain. It's called a Labas. Why? I have no freaking idea. But it doesn't matter, because if we continue putting shit in that place, we're going to have to change the name to Parliament. On the right-hand side, opposite the Labas, is Beetham Gardens. Don't look. What do you ask wrong with you? Just keep your head down. Come on, Beetham Gardens is known for being the natural reservoir of an abundance of lead-based projectiles, a.k.a. bullets. So, if you hear anything buzzing over your head right now, take it from me, it's not bees. All right? So continue. Right after the Labas, on the same side, you will see FP House. Do you know FP House? On the Beetham?
No.
You don't know FP House?
No.
I mean, fake petroleum? Come on. Well, that changes. It used to be NP before, but no, not anymore. It's fake petroleum. I know. Trinis don't understand that, so foreigners, forget that. After FP House, I asked the driver to point out sea lots to you as you pass. Don't stop, I asked him to point out sea lots. This area is called sea lots because, in there you can see lots of crime. This place is also similar to Parliament, but with more shooting, but less thieving. All right, so.
And don't drive too slow, though.
Keep going. See lots of crime. All right, so as you reach Port of Spain proper, you will see a local landmark called the Lighthouse. Now, it's tall, hollow inside, and it has a lean on it. It's like the Bayshore Towers, except, at the Bayshore Towers, the apartments cost $12 million each, so the Bayshore Towers have a 1% lean. So, continuing west after the lighthouse, on the left you will see an historic landmark, another one. And they said that this landmark, once upon a time, they used to be the docking point for the mysterious Tobago ferry. We called it a ferry because it was as elusive as Tinkerbell from Peter Pan.
Oh, Tobago Ferry.
Tobago Ferry, yeah. That's what we call it, Tobago Ferry. We never would show if or when it would appear, or whether the whole thing was just a myth. And finally, if you're staying at the Hyatt, your journey is about to end. The Hyatt is a world-class hotel with a fantastic restaurant and the best cocktails you can get. Trust me, I hold up that bar plenty times. It's very good. And if you see this guy hanging around the lobby, please just report it to the front desk. They will know what to do with him, all right? And part 2 will continue next week. That's the end of today's monologue. But part 2 of the real Trini, tour guide. Yeah, will continue on Thursday. All right? So let's get right into the headlines. So here we go. Franklin Wong. This actually touched home for especially me and Lee because we knew this person quite well. Franklin Wong, 39, proprietor of Wong Supermarket, died hours after he was shot during a robbery at his family's business in Digger Martin yesterday. Now, this business is on the corner of Majuba Crossroad and St. Lucian Road. In fact, we used to live walking. Look at there. Lee and I used to live walking distance from there. Often when I used to go and buy my lotto there. At least 3 or 4 times a week we go across there, and they're hard-working people. And I remember Franklin and his sisters and all of them, and apparently it sort of happened mid-morning, around 10 o'clock, when 2 gunmen walked into the supermarket located, as I told you, the corner of St. Lucian's Road and Majuba Crossroad. Police said one of the gunmen attacked one of Wong's sisters who was in the supermarket, and I guess Franklin stepped in, as anybody would, to protect his sister, and got shot in the chest. And the sister then ran out into the road and tried to get help. She tried to flag down. She did get somebody to take him to the hospital, but they tried to save him, but they couldn't. They went to St. James Medical Complex, and unfortunately, Franklin died. And I'm really sorry to hear about that. And what's even more tragic was several years ago, Wong's father, whose name was Francis, was shot and wounded during another robbery, and he died.
In the same spot?
No, he died a few years later.
The same grocery though?
Yeah. No, not at the same grocery. Mm-hmm. It must have been at a different location. At least they don't specify. I never met his father. But it was very sad nonetheless. I don't know what the hell is going on. And it seems to be, why all these Chinese stores? It's just, it's angering. Sandy Grande. A man was shot in his bed on Tuesday morning. Garth Sansan, 28 of Machak Street, Foster Road, was shot in the head and died at hospital. But this is what I can't understand though. His 17-year-old girlfriend told police that they were sleeping in his one-room apartment when she was awakened by explosions at around 1:30 a.m. Tuesday. But she says moments later she felt Sansan shaking and she looked over and saw blood oozing from his head. Man, if you lie down next to somebody in bed and a gunshot goes off, you must have seen something. She seemed like, the way they write in the story is as if his shaking woke her up. But, I don't know. She gave a statement to the police, and I guess the police are investigating. But, I know a lot of our viewers are from Sandy Grande. So I always try to include stuff about them and Chaguanas and stuff. That is shocking and scary. If no robbery took place, unfortunately, there's only one conclusion left. Also, a man was killed in Kumana on Saturday night, and a relative of gold medalist Keshawn Walcott. The deceased Keon Walcott is a cousin of the javelin champion Keshawn Walcott. Police said, that Keon Walcott, also known as Monkey, father of 2, died in hospital after being ambushed while walking towards the door of his home at Peace Drive. Police were told that the victim they came out of a Nissan Navara when gunshots rang out. He collapsed and was pleading for help. The killers escaped. Residents contacted the police officers and the Matlot police station responded and took Keon Walcott to hospital. But it's kind of strange that the police are saying that maybe this was some retribution for a killing that happened, I think it was the day before. A gentleman called David Callender, 38, was shot multiple times by a resident of his village at around 6:25 p.m. Callender of Unity Lane, Anglas Road, Kumuna Village, had an argument with a man that he knows, and police were told that the suspect whipped out a firearm and shot Callender several times. So, and somehow they think that these two things may be connected. They were kind of vague on it in the news story, but I think the only reason why I got it was popular because he was related to Keshawn Walcott, Ali.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I hate to say this kind of things is almost regular daily living now in Trinidad.
Yep.
Let's hope that will change with our new police commissioner. I see that the Police Commission Service has narrowed the search for TNT's next police commissioner. And out of 20 applicants, 3 finalists have been chosen, among them former National Security Minister Gary Griffith. Yeah. And I tell you, I rooted for Gary. I'm sorry, who didn't like that? Because when he was Minister of National Security, he was the only one that had the balls enough to send the soldier up in the Belmont and Lavantil side and heat up the place when they wounded that soldier. You know? We need a commissioner that has some iron balls, you understand? Because what we have to deal with now cannot be handled diplomatically anymore. You understand? All these community leaders and all these what going on in the URP, everybody know about that, riddled with gang activity, all that stuff have to clean up after done. And if anybody after that list I feel could be able to try and make a dent in it, it would be Gary Griffith. So my money on him. I hope that he wins, because he's the only one in the past that has really shown the backbone to stand up to the gangsters and them, to go after them, especially when they take action against police officers and or the soldiers. Now they're calling him a civilian because he's not part of the police service, but he was with Coast Guard and regiment for many years. So the man knows his stuff. He knows what he's talking about. He ain't no outsider, no wet back off the street. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. So I hope Gary gets it. He has my support 100%. All right. Then we have surgeries in the hospital. And this is just amazing to see, because if I didn't see this video myself, I wouldn't believe it. I mean, say they have leaks in the hospital. You figure, well, it have a leak. Everybody, all old buildings have a leak, but if we could bring up the video, it is just amazing to me. Look, it's just
San Fernando.
Yeah, it's San Fernando General Hospital. It is just, I don't know. Look at that. It just have a leak. Wait, you think there's a leak? Would you call that a leak or a river? I'm not too sure. Or a tidal wave?
Rain.
No, it's looking like water, providing water.
from the wrong pipe as normal. I mean, they had to stop all surgeries. I mean, let me tell you something. The stress the poor staff were put under.
Point? Like, how do you get to that point? It must have been a leak from before. It must have been like a leak. It's not like just rando, like a calabash bust through the roof and blow as rain. It built up somewhere. Something has so somebody not doing a job.
Dry. You take the words right out of my mouth, because that's what they're saying here. That that the building has gone so long without being properly serviced and maintained. That this is the result. This is the result. And God forbid if somebody was being imagine if that happened in the operating theater and you operating somebody and splatter water coming down inside of them, open heart surgery or some kind of madness, or probably bullet wound surgery, because we have the best trauma teams in the world, in both Port of Spain and San Fernando General. People don't know, because only ones that make the papers is the ones that get killed. But the amount of people that get shoot, and my hats off to all the doctors and nurses and the orderlies. Both at San Fernando and Port of Spain in general, because I have seen what y'all have done and what you'll have to put up with. The amount of people that get shoot every weekend, there's walk in and walk out, that nobody's counted as a start. We really need somebody to do some stats on how many people actually get shot.
So they do record that?
Huh?
They might record it, but we wouldn't know.
Unless they die, this counted as a death.
Apparently weekends, especially weekends and public holiday, or nights before the public holidays, we get a lot of gunshot and stab wound victims that they have to surgically fix.
But the worst part about it, a lot of these gangsters that get shot, they drag them into the ordinary wards with civilian, how to call them civilian patients, because you see them handcuffed to the bed. When your grandfather was in my father spent quite some time, two long stays in Port of Spain General. I guarantee you Saturday morning when he came in, there was a bunch of people in there that were shot. And I'd ask the nurses that I'd come back like 2-3 days later and it'd be gone. And some of these guys would be serious, that they'll be bleeding from their lungs and have the draining stuff from them. And the nurses would say they would get up in the middle of the night. Pull out the IVs and whatever and just walk out.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Like in the movies?
And they'd come in and
No, but it's going West Shore. A time when a friend of mine was in West Shore, he was able to leave his room. He was outside talking on the phone, and some fella got shot and it was inside West Shore, and when the fellas came outside and asked to borrow his phone to make a call, and my friend just didn't know what to do. He's like, sure.
Wait.
He went to change his phone number as soon as he got discharged.
It'd be crazy. Because what happened to when the police But when they come in there, the police normally come overnight after the visiting hours now, and interrogate them on the open water in the middle of the night.
So
I remember father complained he couldn't sleep the night because they kept interrogating the guy while they handcuff him to the bed. And then another time was even better because we had two gangsters that shoot a shootout, and they were on opposing sides, and they bring them on the same ward. That was Ward 13. And then now the following day, when the families came to visit, a big fight break out.
Nice.
I mean,
That's
really?
pleasant.
We should have a special ward to put.
But before we talk about special wards, they need to fix Port
Well, yeah.
in general, because the whole
After
of
we
Port in
fix
general
the
should be
leaks,
condemned.
after we fix the San Fernando General waterfall, you know.
Apparently, it was an air-conditioned water retention, the air-conditioned wastewater that bust. And those things are actually in the ceiling. So that's probably why. And that happens sometimes. I get just the pressure.
All that
but
water wasn't the air conditioner. It was chill.
condensation
Like
from
central
the... Yeah,
AC,
so if
so.
you have AC, that type of liquid, you have something that will catch the water. That will be in that same ceiling there in the video.
Yeah.
And therefore, the person who's not doing their job is air conditioner maintenance. Because they're supposed to come and check those
That is
pipes
it.
and make sure.
You've been found out. Understand? Go and fix the damn air conditioner for me, please. Them poor people in San Fernando General done under enough stress. Both the patients and the staff. They don't need more shit to add to it.
Imagine you're in the middle of a life-threatening surgery and it's just have to pour water on top.
Well, everybody
That-
get
that
there.
just- it
There's
was-
a whole lawsuit. The whole hospital go shut down. The government go run out of money because the amount of money them go sue for.
Right?
That's amazing. And then, of course, we go on. Again, we make international headlines. But why we always have to get... I mean, even this one, technically, I can't blame Trinidad for. But why we black? Why we blight? CNN reports, Washington, a Russian spy ship, right? The Victor Leonov was spotted 100 miles southeast of Wilmington, North Carolina, in international waters. According to U.S. military official, it says just days after the vessel was seen leaving the capital of Trinidad and Tobago, Port of Spain.
Who reported this? CNN?
CNN.
Fake news.
Fake news. Yes, Donald. Fake news. Yeah, so two military officials said the Russian ship was being tracked by the destroyer USS Cole and some other naval vessels. I mean, the whole thing was, I cannot believe that of all places. But, you know, why was it even in our waters? I don't know, because was it dry? It didn't dock, from what I understand. I tried to find out. Oh, actually, it did dock. I'm not watching here. It did come alongside.
Maybe it just came to refuel or whatever to go to North Carolina.
Look, if it's any consolation to the U.S. Government, is that if it came alongside in Trinidad, it probably left a few missiles short because I should have pulled something off it. Maybe a prop, who knows? Something missing off that boat so they don't get buried. It's Trinidad. So don't worry. All right? Something. It probably left like only one prop. The other prop gone. So you'll be able to catch it real easy.
Hope there are sales.
All right. And finally, my boy, where in the world is Matt Lauer? The wife threw him out. Could you believe, Dra? For that, she could throw him out. I mean, come on. Would you throw out your husband for that?
Get out.
I think I would throw off my husband for
Get out
less.
your
If I
house.
was married to Matt Lauer, I would have thrown him out for less than that.
But you know what I have to say? Because she threw him out once or threatened to throw him out once before. And because he did the prenup giving her more money, she allowed him to stay.
It's amazing,
So,
eh?
but maybe he's gonna do a third prenup this time.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. But she put him out the own house, boy. Buffalo. I mean, come.
What?
I don't know why wives so sensitive about your husband, you know.
Depends how much money they have, how sensitive they are.
Yeah, it is, eh?
Not really, Sometimes some women, like, they had a time with a lawsuit and the man had real money, and in the end she ended up with real money in the divorce because she was not having it. I can't remember, and it was like hundreds of millions of dollars this woman gets in a divorce. It was like
she lucky because she had prenup. But
no,
you know,
she
That's the
didn't have no
Beatles.
prenup.
What's his name? The
Huh?
Beatles
She
guy?
didn't have a
but
prenup.
that's why she could divorce him, because if there had no prenup, she get
I'll
half.
tell you what, if you present me with a prenup, if we get married and you present me with a prenup, that means you do not believe in your relationship. So we will
But you
not
could
get
twist that another
married.
way too, you know. If you don't have to pay for your money, you won't have a problem signing the prenup.
All these
Wouldn't
celebrities.
that? Doesn't that make sense too?
All these celebrities'
Yeah, but why
wives that
then
stay with them.
why are you presenting the prenup? That means that you don't have faith that the relationship will
Well,
last.
some prenups have, I think, the longer the marriage stays together, the more you
It's
get.
diminished.
I don't give a shit. I give zero fucks about that shit. if you believe in our relationship, then there will be no shutting prenup because we're gonna be together for the rest of our lives.
I don't know. My argument is if you don't care about the money, it's me you really want, then why you ask to sign the prenup?
Why are you presenting me? If it's me you care about and you don't care about the money either, why are you presenting me with the prenup?
We have a chicken and egg situation.
It's go both ways. It's really go both ways.
We have a chicken and egg situation.
Yeah, anyway, whatever. Listen, our guest is here.
Yes, so we are ready to roll, and we've been eagerly awaiting JW.
JW will be coming in a minute if
So
you can figure out how
it's
to
too
bring it
funny.
out.
So
Kendall.
I don't know. But in all seriousness, prenups don't stand in Trinidad.
True.
They don't.
Hello.
Hey, how you going, man?
This man Lee.
How you going?
I agree.
You all right?
Hello.
Oh God, this prenup back and all. I come into this heat.
Yeah.
I come into this heat, boy.
So they don't
boy.
work in Trinidad?
My
What?
good
know what?
man.
What?
He said they don't work in Trinidad.
No,
Who don't
prenups
work
don't
in-
stand in Trinidad.
They
You
don't?
can't have a prenup. No, even if you have one, it's not worth that.
What?
What?
Oh God, I tell you.
Andrea, I do believe in a prenup, you know.
Why are you
I don't
telling me
believe in,
that?
I don't believe in
Jason
getting
Williams?
married.
Oh my gosh. Why
JW,
believe
are you
in-
married?
No.
No.
That's why. She's saying we were just saying we're talking about
Maybe he was
Madlaw.
listening.
I was listening there. I was
Huh?
listening to
Yeah.
the vibes. Yeah.
So we were talking about, and she was saying that if a man presents a woman with a prenup,
You see, you don't understand, right? The court system. I mean, not only in Trinidad, but you look at it globally. The men always come out on the. I can realize you can say what you want here. The men come out on the shitty end of the stick.
How you
So,
mean?
Thank
You
you.
didn't know that
in order to protect one's interest
right?
and one's investment and one's hard work and labor, I think it's only fair that a man is able to
Why are we speaking about?
secure his ends in case, because
Yeah.
there's no warranty with love, you know. Indra, when you come to me and we love off, there's no guarantee, there's no warranty, there's no return if things break up policy, and I go and end up with my mouth white, with my belly touching my back, and you getting thick and liking yourself and eating nice.
Watch it.
On my strength.
The worst thing is to be
Not-
driving
not-
down
not
the
to
road
us at that.
after your wife just leave you, right? And she pass you when she new man driving the car that you still making payments on.
Yeah. Me going through that, boy, Indra, boy. I see real men hold their hand ball,
And
boy.
you're riding your bike.
And pass you going next way. And that car that you making payments for.
I believe we invest together, we would have obviously acquired certain things together. By all means, we could deal with that. But if you're coming to the table and I have certain things in place already, or you have certain things in place, how I could come now and try to take your father and your family land from
I
down
agree
my
100%.
arrow,
Yeah, but that would
the
mean that you're with
beachfront.
somebody who just stink. So you should know who you're with.
But the thing is, prenups don't stand in Trinidad.
And we know this. We
But
explained this.
that's why I know a lot of partners who they have little business work hard and they want to get married.
Because people in these comments waiting for you for tomorrow morning.
Well, I mean, you know, I speak in my mind. This is
It's the
a
truth.
raw and uncut, you know.
Yeah? Correct.
Waiting for you
Vex
to
laws.
do
Correct.
drama.
I'm glad for one has somebody on my side.
No, I mean, the reality is the thing called love have no guarantees, and the thing is, love is lovely. We believe in it. I believe in the concept of marriage. I believe in the union and the coming together of two people who care for each other and want to spend the rest of their life. But the reality is, if things go downhill, if things go down south, the same people who love each other, you would not believe the kind of venom and hate, and you want to see the end of the person.
Correct.
Yeah, boy.
And people, you could deal with somebody physically, you could deal with them emotionally, but I think a financial damage to set you back physically and emotionally
Yeah.
in
They
one.
say hell have no fury like the lawyer of a woman's scorn.
Oh God! nah. So I see real people too end up in monkey pants with that, and I setting up my thing in a way that was yours is yours, was mine is mine, and what we built
I
together,
agree with what you say there.
we
Is
could.
ours?
What
No,
I had,
well-
what I had before we
Is
get
ours a
married,
part- It's a split in half?
Yeah, we could build that together. We could deal with that.
I agree what you're saying. What each person have. Because sometimes woman could have more money too, eh? That's protecting woman too.
Yeah.
Right? So what
Especially in this time.
you declare what you have before the marriage, and that's yours. And anything that we build together after that, then we split as
So suppose
community
as
property.
a separate entity, we together, right? And as a separate entity, I end up making millions of dollars. Or like I win the lotto and it's mine.
Of
But
course.
we already married. Is yours too?
No, it's yours. It's
Okay.
yours. It's yours.
All right.
I beg the if the woman make the money and the man entitled, the man make the woman.
No, that one real dread. But what about secret account though? People who together married and you have a secret stash that your wife or the husband have a secret or the wife have a secret stash the husband don't know about. Them things cause real bacchanal, you know.
Well, what's it there for?
Could normally have a joint account.
It's
Right.
called vex
No,
money.
I don't.
And then you have a secret stash.
Tax money.
No, you see that joint account? Foolishness.
You didn't know?
So you want prenup, but you don't want to do a joint account?
I said
Oh my goodness.
No. I said I don't want no prenup.
She don't want. She
I
said she
said,
vex.
don't
My man
come to
bring
me
a
with a
prenup for
Don't
she.
come to me with a prenup, and I ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing no joint bank account, no joint phone bill, nothing. No.
Why not a joint account though? We have access.
No.
You have access. I have
So
access.
who? So you go decide whether you go pay the rent, I go pay the car payments.
Yeah,
who
well,
go
we
pay
can
for
do
the
that. We can
children.
sort out a budget and say who paying for what or whatever. What responsibilities belong to whom. But I am not having a joint account with you.
But traditionally, two women actually,
Let's
funny
see
enough,
what
are
that-
actually the ones
manage
really,
money better.
they manage money much better. A smart man will let his wife manage the house and budget the house. But the joint account, I could deal with, but the secret account, I find that one,
No,
that
because
one,
it's a
that's a
secret
cause for
account,
concern.
Secret phone number,
Secret credit card.
That's secret phone and
secret
thing.
credit card, secret phone, secret everything.
I know,
And
I
at
know.
that time,
I
they
have a
have
few
a
married
secret
partners
people
who well
man
have
around
secret
the
credit
place.
card because when they go in and they paying things with credit card, then when your wife come back and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to strip club, you're going wherever, you're running down hoes, you pay with credit card, you don't want your wife come back and even though most of them places just have like a fun name like it will have like Circle Entertainment Center, which is like a nicer name for general is about that.
Circle Entertainment is a nice name. That's a name that won't be questioned.
I don't know.
Dog, you are not serious.
Maybe it's like make it look like something like a donation to a church.
That would have been Circle
St.
Square.
Madeline's a home for wayward girls.
Yeah, it's true. Nah, but love is lovely, but I know that obviously, and this is through experience, and all of us could relate. It have no guarantees. It have no warranty.
No, at all.
You can return to sender if
This is
things
true.
broken.
And that's the whole thing. And if it break, if
It's a
that
chance.
it could crack and perhaps stick back. But if it break, dog, that is it right there.
it's all over.
Mash up.
Yeah.
It's trust,
shatter.
It's trust. Once you lose
Yeah,
trust,
once you
it's
lose
done.
trust, everything fall down. That's the end of that. Jason, who you think winning road match?
I think it's the Marshall and Super Blue.
Why? Because it's Marshall.
No. I think when you really look at it and you analyze it from a deep perspective, I mean, Iowa icon, 30 years. Hats off to him for being relevant for the last 30 years in the business. And the Savannah still have a nice momentum, and it's a nice race we're seeing. It's not a one-off, nothing kind of run away
Way
from the
out ahead
stable.
in front of everybody else. Yeah.
But you see what's going on now with the Soca Kingdom. The spirit and the energy that Blue put on that chorus, and the fact that Blue still have that magic in this 2018, and you have the two forces of Marshall and Blue. I mean, it's 2 versus 1 in a way. And Marshall, I heard that song about a week ago, and Blue wasn't on it, and it had a vibe. But when I heard the final cut last Friday when it was released, and I heard the Blue part, I said, my God, my paws raised. Yeah, I got that feeling.
It's good to have him back too. It's good to have Super Blue, you know.
All funny people business, please.
Yeah, and then again too, it have the elements for masquerader, as you know, Louis. You have that kind of the security, have the human chain,
Right.
and then you see the part in front of the people business space. And when the human chain let go,
Right.
why not rough it up or fling it up,
Yeah.
and it just is a kind of abandon, is a
They-
burst.
They gonna mash up the Savannah. They gonna mash up the big yard.
So I feel Savannah will play also on the big stage, but I think it will either like Savannah will play before people run on the stage. As they run on, they might go with the Soca Kingdom, and then
So you figure,
There was-
it could win road match.
So it'll
too,
be
but-
one of those quote unquote soca mafia things, you think? You think that
What is
exists?
soca
that
mafia?
real? Is that real, Jason? Is that real? Do y'all decide? Do y'all decide? Does a song get more airplay because y'all like it or because of who the person is? Is it if it's a young, fairly unknown person that come with a song that could just lash and mash up the place, but the DJs don't play it because the person mightn't have the resources like Marshall might have in terms of distribution or whatever the situation is. So if you get a song on a CD, and that is actually what should be road match, right? As opposed to Marshall songs that everybody will get and play because it's Marshall. Do you think that y'all have that much influence over it?
well, I mean, when you think of mafia, you know, I think of men sitting by a round table with cigars,
Italian
with scotch.
accents.
Yeah.
Make you know
Yeah.
you can resist.
Well, the cabal.
Let us get this song and make this, I don't see it like that. I think obviously there are strategic alliances in the business. There's no secret about that. You have DJs who are aligned with artists. You have radio station owners and promoters who are aligned with artists.
You have artists who working in stations.
Right. So everything kind of in the mix. I think what happens is that it's down to the song. I mean, myself and Blaze, we were able to bring forward something that they couldn't stop it. it happened, and we were able to go all the way.
Did you all know that would happen with our song?
No, I had no idea, but it's just something the people felt that year, and it went all the way. Last year, you look at Full Extreme with Ultimate Rejects. I mean, Marshall brought out Beat It to try to run up on it, but it was so far gone. And the people ordained that song as the road march. But they have years where...
Timing too important when you bring it out.
Timing too. And
if you're too early, you go false choice. If you're too late, you go misty. It's timing, boy.
And
how does know when is the right time, boy?
I think...
Is there an arithmetic workout, an algorithm as to if Carnival is the second week in February, it must be out for at least 4 weeks before? What do you think that is?
It's a two-rule system. I think if you're a new artist or you're not a big established name like a Marshall or Iowa or a Bungie, it's important to bring your stuff out early so you could catch the Christmas party segment. I think November.
Before you get drunk out by the
Balance came out in November. So you bring it out late November so you could catch the whole of December. So by the time New Year's come around and the first set of fets, the Mocha and the Tribe Ice, the song already done soaking people for about a month.
So
that's for the new artists.
Will react.
Only the big names like the Blue Boy or Super Blue, Marshall, Iowa, Kess. If they have a road march kind of vibe, they could probably bring out something in the mix because they're already in the carnival regardless of what they have. Like Marshall in the carnival already for 2019 because of his name and his track record. It's really the newbies have to bring out this stuff way early so you could get a chance to soak now.
So even if it's a short season, late November is good. Even if it's a short season,
early.
Second week and first week in February season.
Yeah, early.
I find in music industry, and I keep saying maybe this might be, but Marshall has been, I guess, the exception. You always have a point in every artist where you will be the most popular. And your popularity sort of goes up a curve and you hit the crest, and then you will never be. In music industry is like that.
Yeah. You must fade to black at some point.
At some point you will. I mean, at one time brother could do no wrong.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean? Tambu was the same thing.
Yeah.
Sparrow had his day. Kitchener had his day.
Yeah.
Marshall, he's had a good run. Do you feel that the clock is ticking on him now? The clock had to be ticking on everybody.
Well, I mean, Marshall is getting older. And you could see via his performance. He still gives the same energy and enthusiasm, but of course some of the theatrics is now being done by his dancers. So you have a lot of now other elements. So like Tobo and the dancers and the female dancers from away.
Just set accessories.
Yeah, and then you have the lights and
that's good showmanship too.
He gives a production now, as opposed to the normal long time grind with just him and a microphone sweating and doing split and choking on the place. He kind of taken. He come like a striker, right? You're a prolific striker, Messi. He's like a Ronaldo.
He don't know what you're talking about. You gotta talk to him.
I know them names.
Talk to
he
him.
I know.
You come on like Marshall is like a Ronaldo, right? Scoring goals, busting the net, half line, bicycle, anything. As you start to get older, you will move along to You move along to midfield. You start to create plays, and then chances are you might have to move to defense.
Or become a producer.
Yeah, or just become a goalkeeper. Or just go on the side, and manage.
P. Diddy and his sellers do the same
or just
thing.
Buy something in Bali and go on the beach.
Yeah. So,
Jay-Z, all of them, I mean.
But
they did that.
But he's been able to reinvent himself and adjust to the times. And I think also people will have a sweet spot for Marshall because they remember him. At least the older people remember him. The match cry in the
as a little boy with a microphone.
I have a lot of respect for because when Marshall when he came back out with Ecstatic and him and he was trying to shake the Too Young to Soca, I used to do the song system for him. His father Monty used to manage him in those days.
Yeah, Monty.
And Monty came and asked me to come home and check them out in separate. I used to do song system in those days. And I went with my partner at the time, Wendy Silver. And when I went on, because they used to practice down in the basement. Yeah. And Liz was still a school teacher in those days. Yeah. And I saw them perform. I was blown away. The first time Marshall played on the road was in my father's band.
Serious?
Because he was one of my clients. I begged my old man. I said, look, Dad, you don't understand the talent this group have. Amazing. And my father, he's like, it was already late in the season. I didn't cater for them. I said, Dad, trust me, it will be worth the money. Right? Yeah. And we had done the system. And they blew everybody away on the road.
Yeah.
The next day, they ended up paying for pot poison because the amount of money poison offer them, we couldn't offer them. But right so, I mean, Marshall pay his dues because when he first started, I remember Marshall always never passed me and asked me everything a line. When he first started off, the amount of bus fete that we playing, nobody in the party, all down in Cedras and back at Siparia and come out south and bringing the tongue. He pay his dues, and everything he get, he work hard for.
Yeah, plenty salt and fellow sucking the earlies.
Yeah.
Jason, what is this gospel song that you released?
No, it's not gospel, you know. It's a nation builder. I did a soca.
Somebody wants you singing. Somebody in the comments requested that
What
Jason
if there's a jukebox? What?
sing the gospel song he released
Tell
in
them make a spin.
2018.
Tell them go on YouTube and check out the
Gregory Mohammed, Jason said to make a spin.
Go on YouTube, my boy, and check out the vibes.
It's on YouTube? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you really release
I have
a
about
song?
300 views. Eh? I'm moving up to 1,000 soon. Yes. Slowly but surely.
Lee, pull up that song there. What's the name of it?
Back to when?
Jason, this is real?
I've been for real. Me and myself this year.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Wow,
So is that
was
it's about
shame?
national pride? It's about what are you saying? Why would they mistake it for a gospel? I don't understand.
Because of the message you see, they're custom with me and Blaze, or they're custom with me with some kicksy message and have fun. And I mean, that is us, but there's also a
Who
very
produced
serious
it?
side. Julio.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Julio
And
Productions.
you went to him and said, I'm looking to do a nation building song for the nation, for the culture.
What do you call it?
Well, I went honestly with the intention to do a power soca.
By yourself?
Yeah.
All right.
And then we was going through some beats and I heard it and I kind of, sometimes, music, you hear it and you get a vibe.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then we decided, you know what? Is it time now to bring a message? It have enough wine and jam out there. Let me try to bring something that could soak in people's system even after the dust and the madness of carnival come to an
Is
end.
looking like it?
Wait, is there?
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it there. Yeah, back to
I'll
when.
tell you something,
Play
the audio on this thing don't be so great though. I find it on this online.
This time my baby picture is here there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's you?
Yeah.
Very cute.
Oh.
Take off the mics.
Hold it on.
know, Trinidad, we gonna make it. And I know, yes for sure, Trinidad, we gonna make it. Yeah, back to when we love again, back to when we care again. Trinidad, we gonna make it. Back to when we love again, back to when we care again. Tobago, we got to make it. Do you remember when police and thief was a game? Your neighbor did know your name, and people wasn't know.
That the gospel they're talking about.
But now
Alright.
I find it have groovy soca potential. You know what I mean? It could possibly. Oh God, what do you mean no?
Jason knows me well enough to know that if I say no, it's because
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
yeah,
being
because
honest.
No, yeah, of
that
course.
you know that you
I'm
could
not,
be wrong.
I don't think it would be groovy. I don't think it's great. I think it would be used otherwise. I think how it would be used coming out of the industry it came out of, it will be used in a commercial sense.
Yes, I think it's more campaign. It's a campaign.
Yeah,
vibes, I feel like.
it'll
But
be
tourism and
it will
trend
be.
will.
It would be no, it wouldn't be. Well, not
Like schools,
tourism.
you know.
They would probably use it in some sort of school campaign. They'll take Jason and then he will sing piece of this and then he will
Talk to the children.
talk to the children and
Yeah.
then sing palance and they would jump up and message sent and yeah and shit. And so that's what will happen with that song. It's not gonna stay right there. You see, he think about that, you know.
Yeah, that was my vision, and that's why
Strategy, yeah.
I'm not fighting up in terms of the carnival because I mean,
Somebody saying that Kamala might use it for re-election.
back to
How
when
much
we-
you paying? How much you paying?
Nah, they stepped to me already, for they wanted to use balance for remember 2010 was balance and the election was also 2010. So we got a call wanting to use this song for elections and we said no because we don't really we keep it away from the political scope.
I would write something for Kamala, you know. I don't know if you like it, but I'll write it.
Somebody saying how Blaze probably toting.
No, you're not total, man. We discussed it in advance.
Blaze have other things to think about.
Yeah,
like children.
Blaze had hot this year.
Yeah.
I see Blaze this Tanarial Dimi. He had the cutest little daughter. How many kids you
Yeah,
have?
two
kids. I was
Two
like,
daughters.
one today for the first time. Cutest thing, boy.
Tasia, she was walking around?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's the elder one.
That was the other one smaller.
The other one now born.
Good.
Yeah.
Stress, no sleep.
No sleep.
Yeah.
No sleep.
Yeah, I
And
mean-
no sleep in the carnival season and that
Yeah.
job that he have there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna somebody offering you $5 for this song.
$5. What would you?
Yeah. Oh Lord.
So let me hear, what we doing today? You're up
So
to-
we're gonna play a game now. We're gonna play a game called Secret Password.
Oh, by the way, we don't know what she did come up with these things. Me and you don't know nothing.
Wow.
either, so
Okay.
we learning with you.
This
You're not-
one
You're
is
not, you're not like enjoy a long time. You know
Jason.
that, right?
No, they don't know that.
Oh, they know now.
You know,
Long time.
right?
Long,
So
long
But
maybe
I'm a girl, man. I'm a girl.
it could be a match right here. I mean, on camera. I mean,
No. I think that boat done sail, you know.
Okay, let's not have this
Why?
discussion. Let us not have this
both could
discussion.
stay
on
and
air.
come back, you know.
So anyway,
That's the I'm both.
so
Did
it's
you-
secret
did you-
password.
Did you used to play tennis with him?
No. You leave. Get away from me.
I have a story about tennis, boy. You had to look at our episode pass.
Yeah. No, I watch them. I like the vibe.
You watch all the episodes?
No,
nah,
but
nah,
I
nah.
watch a few.
About tennis. Look what for our tennis when she talk about her tennis thing.
I go check it out. So this thing set up here now, Indra?
So what we do in a secret password, right? So I have 2 cards in my hand, which I'll give to 2 people at a time. So I'll give one. Don't show Louise. So there's a word on the thing, and you can only use one word for Louise to guess the word on the card, and you'll have to alternate. So you look at what the word is, and you have to try to get. Louise has to guess the word on the card. You all have the same word.
Okay.
You have the same word. So
okay.
you can only use one word at a time
So we
as
do
a
like,
clue.
like a sentence together? kind of
No,
thing?
no. So you give one word. The person who gets
So
him,
they can only say one word.
they can say one word as a clue.
Okay.
And the one of you who gets him to guess the word wins
That's
that
the point.
round.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Who's starting?
So we start with Jason since he's our guest.
Okay. Roses.
Flowers.
No.
So it's my turn.
Here's your turn.
Drink.
Drink. I'm trying to think what to do. Roses and drink. Juice.
I would know.
Yeah.
France.
Comments?
The comments like
Anybody get
Roses,
it?
somebody
drinks.
get close. Oh, somebody got it. Yeah,
Somebody got it already?
somebody got it in the comments. And they on a delay.
What is that?
French fries. Oh, they're-
Grapes.
About
Fruits.
3 people get it in the comments.
Marshall.
It's not even a hard
I'm not
one.
even seeing the fucking thread to tie them words together.
Now, when you figure,
See,
when you find out what the word is,
roses.
you'll see how direct they were all those clues
Roses.
were.
No, you said grapes, roses, plants, fruit. Who next?
I will give a bonus hint. Alcohol.
Wine?
Yes.
Yeah. I was thinking roses. If I say roses and, but I could only say one
One
word.
word, yeah.
Yeah, they say roses and.
So the
Yeah,
next
the one we
one.
had, yeah.
Don't let me guess. I suck at riddles. We'll be here whole
Oh my goodness.
night.
Well, okay, well, then you take the next one and you Louise.
Alright.
So Jason will have to.
I try and guess now?
Yeah.
All right.
Right. So, Lee, you go first.
Balance.
Road. March.
Your turn.
Rashot,
Great. Oh. I know it is now.
Well, say what it is.
Soca.
Yeah.
Soca.
What you said? I didn't hear him.
He said Rash.
Rashot, yeah.
Rash,
Soca. Yeah,
Soca.
Soca.
You was
Soca.
the man that invented
Invented-
soca.
Yeah. And Nyla Blackman grandfather. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I used to do system for him too. He was a tremendous man. Before we used to go on
Where's
stage,
Jason?
I
I
hear
used
you
to hold hands and pray. Tall.
I
He's
hear
the sweetest, most gentle giant you ever see. in
So
your
you
life.
go first now, Lee. Louise, you
Serious.
guessing.
All right.
One word.
One word.
I'm gonna say a whole sentence. Then.
Yeah.
Carnival.
Jump up.
Mud.
Juve.
Juve. Yes.
Good,
Bacchanal
good.
and water. Juve morning.
Nice.
That's my favorite time of carnival, you know.
He too.
I find Juve morning is the only time in carnival people you could just truly be whoever you want to be
Yeah.
for them couple
The,
hours.
the
Right.
mothers equalize everybody.
Yeah, no judgment.
Yeah.
You go first
Mothers
again,
equalize
Lee.
everybody. Everybody is one.
Yeah, of course.
Nobody know who black, white, who rich, who poor, who Indian, who not. Everybody is
Yeah.
one.
I love
All of
Juve.
these mud.
I love Juve.
Feathers.
Costumes.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
We
man.
were on your pint.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see?
man, yeah, man, yeah, man.
Okay.
Bring ting.
Oh, no, this one's too easy for right now.
Me no.
Bring ting.
This one is...
Yeah, I love Juve morning, boy. But
That's
I think
my
we,
favorite thing, you know,
but I think we're
Juve.
losing our Juve getting very soft. It's getting very commercial.
Yep.
Grenada Juve have the real.
That's why I
jab.
say Juve with Tricanal, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, they keep it authentic.
Or let's throw powder on here, people.
Yeah, they have beer and paint. When I go home, I tell you, it's be a whole different color.
No, people say on the side of the street. A long time when I was a child growing up.
That's why you
in
said,
Belmont.
then weren't you
You
listening to
always
the
say
last one?
you can't play mass and free powder.
Can't play
I
mass.
told
When you went
you.
out in Juve,
I told
the
you.
side
I
road
got
used to
thrown.
waste your ass down with powder.
I
yeah, man.
Used
got
to come with
thrown
them
over
Johnson thing, and now I'm busting in your face. Wash.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Can't play mass
Jason,
and
you
free
go
powder.
first.
Licensing.
Office.
Oh God, I have
Music.
one obvious word.
Copyright.
Wassa.
Authority.
I have one real obvious
Licensing
word for y'all to
authority,
use
Wassa
here.
authority.
Party?
Oh God, Luis. Don't do my that.
Wassa. Licensing.
The Wassa might confuse you. You know.
Fat.
Yes.
Yeah. As not going to come and cooler. Cooler, can be cooler fat.
What I guess.
I call some
Jason,
dead
what I
fat there, but them
guess.
fat, them, look, imagine how them fat up now, you know?
Soca more and more time.
Yo, armies happen in a rage,
No, but
dog.
that's flour mills. It was soca more than flour.
Yeah, I mean huge.
Yeah, army massive.
Safety element to her.
You first, Luis.
Angostura.
Bitters. Oh, rum.
Okay.
How to be rum, yeah.
Okay.
Imagine that the bitters seems to be the one that's come to your mind first before the rum.
But
Huh?
that is internationally.
Look,
Listen, I was in Kansas. I see bitters in a
Well,
bar.
that's the only product of its kind in the world.
Serious.
Yeah.
Serious?
Every single bar in the world has a bottle.
Bitters, but
Every bar-
No taste as good as Angostura.
No, that was not what it was. That was not the answer. It was a clue.
Oh, so what is this? Here to get this?
Yeah.
Oh.
I said this and then you.
You got the thing.
Okay.
Oh, but now he knows what it is. But go ahead.
Oh, shucks. All right then.
Just
Well,
did the other way around.
Exactly.
mass.
Carnival.
Costume.
This is one word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go again.
Peacock.
I was not going to say that one.
Feathers.
Feathers.
All right.
Yeah, feathers.
Okay, listen.
We get through.
That's the end of the game. But I want Jason to stay for this next segment that we have. It's called Sticky Situations. So just general questions, right? So these things, this is situations that people might find them, that have happened to people. You know, when you go on Twitter and stuff, they have all these accounts where people say these things have happened, and they sometimes ask people for Twitter advice and stuff, and people just waste them down
And
or
I
whatever.
Reddit and stuff.
Yeah, like that happened. Like there's
Like
this
roast
Twitter
me kinda
account.
thing.
Yeah, not even roast me. It's like, this is my situation. Can you give me some advice? And people be like, dog, what is you doing with your life? Stop it. Yeah, so some situations, right? So this first situation is, so this fella dating his best friend's sister, and they got engaged,
That's sticky already.
right? To me that shouldn't have happened in the first place. Yeah.
Right.
So 2 days before the wedding, the brother and his fuck buddy, I guess, in pillow talk, the girl mentions to the brother that the groom fucked one of the bridesmaids and like fucking her.
So up to that point, when he get married, he's still fucking her. At that
Yeah,
point.
yeah. Sorry, that making me uncomfortable.
No, I listen.
Yeah, so should the groom
Let me just take down this music video.
Yeah. Take down the gospel.
Lee.
Take down the
It's on the
gospel.
homepage.
So the question is, what should the brother do? How should the brother deal with that? Does bro code step in at that point?
Yeah, bro code is bro code regardless of the circumstance, man. You stay out of that.
Even if it's your sister?
Yeah, still. I would pull him square and ask him, well, hey, better than that.
I agree with him. I'll go to him and say,
Yeah.
dude, this is going on.
I'll have a heart-to-heart with him.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
End it, or
Yeah.
I go have to go to she, maybe. I don't want to get involved. I've had that
But
situation
wouldn't
happen
going
to me.
to
I'm
her
not going there.
wouldn't going to her be breaking bro code?
It would.
But you're going to him first, eh?
I'm going to him, real serious.
If he say, okay, I'm done, then I have no need to take it any further.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I'm going to him
I
serious.
don't know, yeah.
Because that's something, you know, yeah.
Because it's a sister too, eh? It's a hard, you're between a rock and a hard place. So you go to your bro first and say, dude, if it is that you're fucking this girl, then you know you need to end that. You get married to my sister. All kicks aside and thing, but you know. So, and if he say, well, boy, Luis, I ain't doing it, then I say, well, dude, then you leave me no choice.
Because see, the egg and face in that scenario is you go to your sister, you expose the scene, she fly off the handle, he come and whisper something in her ears, give she a sweet wine, right?
And they go
He
back
soak, she sweet, she burst, she
Yeah.
feel nice,
Yeah.
and them hug up, get married, and you sit down there in the pew,
Yeah.
feeling like a bamsi.
And both of them vex with you.
And both them watching you like, hey, look at your
Yeah,
man,
but
come
at
on,
the end
man.
of the day,
I
that's
said
your
I've been
sister,
enough
though.
to, you know.
Yeah,
I've
so-
For the rest of your life, that girl is your sister. It don't matter what you do, it don't matter who get married, divorced, dead, born, that girl is your sister.
But let me tell you something. On the flip side of that, you ever have a sister who about to marry a jackass and you tell she that man is a jackass and you beg she and you tell she don't marry her and she still marry. So as far as I concerned, I have nothing again to say. Whatever come your way after that, you buy that. So maybe in the same situation, maybe in the flip side, then you shouldn't say anything. Really and truly, come back there. Because if I go to my sister and I want my sister,
I'll tell you what, if it was my brother and some dude tell me about the girl he married fucking somebody else,
The
but
girl he
I
married?
running straight up that aisle and cuffing that bitch in her mouth.
That's your best friend.
One fucking time.
That's your best
I don't
friend.
give a shit who you is. I really
but
overprotective
you don't
of
care
my
about how your
brother.
brother
dog.
feel about that. You go embarrass the man, sir.
No, but in my opinion, I looking out for his best interest.
No, but not like
'Cause
that.
he's
You
a
can't, I mean, you pull him
trifling
one side, you go
hoe.
walk up in the middle and box woman in your face.
Well, yeah. I live a life of rebellion, you know.
Wow, yeah, boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuban, yeah.
Easy?
Yeah,
Okay.
boy.
No, but
That's the next one.
I think the best solution would be, whether or not you want to tell your sister, talk to your brother, talk to your bro, and let him know that.
I would probably tell him, but I still cuffing she in she face.
But what if?
Well,
Come in
yeah.
who the face? The
girl,
outside
the girl.
woman?
Yeah.
No, not the outside woman. No, if it was my brother
Uh,
and the girl that he gonna marry was tapping again,
Yeah.
laced up by some fella, I would still cuff in her face. Even if I go and tell my brother, because I only talk to people once. If I realize you dating an asshole, and I say, dog, that girl's a real fucking asshole, and this is why I think so, and you continue to go out with her, that's your shit in business.
that's what I just
And
said.
don't come by me and
Right.
talk to me about how she's an asshole after, because I talked to you about that already.
I agree.
And so when I talk to my brother and say, dog, that girl is a bitch, I still cuffing her in her face.
But
Why are you so violent?
Because that's my brother. If it was just a regular friend, I would leave that. Like, I would not, but no.
I still out to them
Because
thing, boy. I
she's
still out to
coming
them
into
thing.
I
your
agree.
family. You're coming into a family. I don't like that. Anyway, this is the next one. I think this, which one?
Yeah, that one, that one thing to clinch. I stay out to them thing, boy.
It's true, okay. But I think back on what you say, and you're right, because them go kiss and make up,
Yeah.
and then next thing, you like a jackass or a bubbly or out in the cold.
Yeah, she fly off the handle, right? Okay, they kiss, the makeup. She wind back. She feels sweet. They hug up the spoon. The next
Listen.
morning now,
They shoot each other
right?
ass.
Them hug up, and you there now feeling like what?
No, at least you play. I would feel more comfortable knowing that
You try something.
No, I not that I said something, but to me, I think it's my responsibility to say to let my party know I know this piece of information. Because let me tell you something. If it is that whoever find out that you knew from since quite
Yeah, boy.
that is a different type of vex that coming wrong on you now. So if you stay aside, you know the whole time and everything, nothing.
Yeah, some
I
people
ain't
doesn't know.
enough
You
with
know. Some
that.
people doesn't know. Yeah.
What's
the next one?
People business I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is so two roommates. So two people are roommates.
Right.
And eventually they start dating. Right? They start going out. They start clearly one night they get drunk, they bull, and then blow. There's a relationship, right?
Double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the boy mother, she real Christian. And she does not approve of people living together, cohabitating before marriage now. Does someone move out?
No. Because there's big people. But there's children. If your parents still telling you how to live your life, stand up to your parents. I ain't dealing with that.
You know
Even though,
some-
mind you, I was with a Hindu girl once for many years, and her father hated my guts because he want a Hindu man to marry his daughter. And we were together for 15 years. And she basically told him,
Yeah, but then what happens when in the 16th year when you're all not together?
well, my case was different because in the 16th year she died.
Oh.
But No, you have to. You even so, you are an adult. You have to stand up. There's a point. You're not. What are you? 6 years old, or you're a big? You're a
But
big
what is
man?
it?
Or a big man?
Is that a respect thing?
It is not a respecting. it's
Because
a
you know
straight-
how some mothers just get something. So if you stay in the relationship with this girl and you're living together, mothers have a way sometimes. Some mothers, some psycho mothers.
No,
There's
it don't
like
mean-
to like harass your girlfriend because she don't like her, so she rude to her and is making snide comments and
That's very precious.
But I know, listen, she father especially, and so much with the mother. Father is always very rude to me and because of how I felt for her, whenever he talked, it was just, I just let go off my back as water. Understand? But it's how much you love that person. Because if her father important to her, and you love her enough that say, well, he could say to me what he want to me, it is water off my back is words. And it's what
yeah,
it
was
is.
in that situation, Jason, where you had disapproving parents.
Actually, boy, funny enough, most parents real check for me, even when things fall up with whoever would have, had relations with in the past, I was always be good with the parents. So honestly, I've never really had only one girl father was a bit strange. I was really young at the time, and I went to check her up in the east. Maybe this are traveling, and this is a real story at the man Pullman Square. I always up on current affairs, so I talk a little news with the man, we in the gallery, normal vibe. And he man pull me square in the backyard and say, hey, well, I see you like my daughter, boy. She nice, eh? I said, well, yeah, she real nice, yeah. So tell me, you want to brush she?
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh!
Well, needless to say, I stumped.
Where's brush?
What's that? No, I comb my hair, sir.
What am I saying? Fuck.
Yeah. What,
I'm saying
yeah.
you should play it.
No, what I tell him, well, I said, I said, well, sir, my intentions are honorable, He said, no. He said, if I was you and that was my daughter,
Oh, good. He's trumping.
I would have wanted to get she.
I was
Right,
that's
Toto?
what I wanted. If that
throwing
is
gas on you.
Say him, tell me you want to brush it. Tell me. Be honest. I said, all right, sir.
Oh, good.
Yeah, all right, you can come here anytime. I never went back, The man usually reverse psychology on
Yeah,
me.
boy, that's a good tactic.
Yeah.
The man usually reverse. I never went back.
so what he was saying that you could come there anytime and brush your daughter there.
No,
but
he
that-
wasn't saying that. He was
No,
just
he said
asking
that-
me.
I think he was saying, at least he ain't lied to him. He talked straight to him.
Yeah, he said, what's your intention?
That gonna really scare you off, though. I will not go back here.
And he smiled and he pat me on the shoulder and said, oh, boy, I love you, boy. You're honest. See, you're a good one. You could come back here anytime.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
could see that.
Never went back.
Yeah.
But I could see where he coming from. In my case
Yes,
though.
guy.
Like Bamsis, you ever hear Bamsis at a wink?
See, you hear the
man come to
conversation
me?
happening here?
I-
Sky coming through the walls because our
Listen.
conversation is too rude.
Well, but I tell you a funny thing though. That man, in my situation, that man just hate me until the day she died, and then all of a sudden he had a realization. It was 15 years. I mean, really?
Yeah.
15 years. And after that, he come to me and he cry and we talk and at first I didn't want nothing to do with him. I said when she died, that was it. I done. I didn't want nothing to say because I put up with him enough for all I mean years because I did love her. But she not in the equation no more. So fuck you. I don't have to deal with you no more. Right? And it was very nice in spite of how you were. And he so wanted to see me and I refused to see him that his sisters, her sisters, her daughters, had set up a meeting without me knowing. Invite me to dinner, and all of a sudden he pull up. I was vexed, but he sit down and as a big man, and he cried and he apologized and the old man he said, we that had something in common. I didn't realize, and all right,
That a healing.
yeah.
I tell you, I take 20 years before me and my brother-in-law get along.
God, 20 years, and what
Yeah, boy.
finally brought it around?
A TV show.
Really?
And I even lying. I was like talking to, I don't know who I was talking to, and I said, we were not in the earlies. It was a little extreme, like to the point not a year we were going to Panorama. My sister and her, like they were married yet, and I was in the back of the car, and he driving, and something he tell me, and just he asked me some question, and I responded, and I responded semi-aggressive. And then he responded.
Never.
As you do.
Listen, I was in like primary school, like Form 1 and thing at this point.
Oh.
It's a long time.
Yeah, hot long time.
So he responded, and I responded. No, she was driving, my sister was driving. And then it started like it was just like a, and all of a sudden I just hear, listen to me! I will throw both of you out of the car, and you will have to walk home. And I was silence for the rest of the night in Panorama. And we always had a weird tension,
Energy, our
like weird
energy.
thing. And then like someday I was like, something else, like, oh, you watch Scandal? He's like, yeah, girl. And then blow, we friends.
You watch what?
Scandal. But I stopped watching Scandal
What do you call
long
Scandal?
after that.
Well, them,
What?
Them she shoes.
It's a TV show on ABC. It's stripped now.
I'm back on all thing.
Yeah, it's real drama. Anyway, we don't have time for anything else.
What,
So-
got any comments on any things we were talking about?
Well, people were saying that they agree with me 100%. Somebody talking about how nervous Jason looking.
Yeah.
Looking nervous. Yeah, looking nervous.
But you're accustomed to this, man.
A lot of people saying blood thicker than water. People saying put the cards on the table. Adults have people are adults. They have to live their own life. Yeah, people. Right. If you're in a relationship, it's supposed to be what you and the person in a relationship with.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, and then they were just people trying to guess the answers to the things.
Give thanks, man. It was nice, you know. One night was very.
Yeah,
I mean,
boy.
I read it for real years, and this was fun. This was interesting.
Yeah. Just
It's a
remember when you
different
go back
thing.
on your not a cuss. Tell on your nonsense. Because I was on the
Tomorrow
air for years. I
morning,
said
Jason,
tomorrow if I go back
I
on the
feel
air.
tomorrow you will get some pressure.
No, they can't pressure me, man.
Any drama.
I hold my ground and I speak my truth. Who don't like that?
Yeah.
They could go wine on a pine.
For that,
Go
for that,
wine
for
on
that.
a pipe.
Find a pineapple and wine on it.
A pine.
A pine.
Pine, yeah, wine on a pine. That's
prick-
what I'm
a
saying.
prickly
That's
pine.
your new thing.
Yeah, I mean opinions. I mean everybody's opinion will be theirs, and you have to respect it. But opinions like nose and everybody have one.
No, actually, like assholes. Everybody have.
Yeah, they can't get caught
Like
up.
assholes. Everybody have an asshole.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Some are actually assholes, but everybody have an asshole.
I love it. I will rebrand it to that now. yeah, I love it.
Okay. Cool. Well, thanks for coming.
Hey, enjoy anytime, you know.
Yeah, thanks. You come back on sometime.
Yeah, feel
Well,
free,
then
man.
I'll call you back when we have other interesting things to discuss and things.
Yeah, man.
You should tell Ansel and Miles to come.
Will do. But I
Yeah.
really feel. I mean, hats off to Iowa. Well done. Congrats on his 30 years. But I really feel that Kingdom
Marshall.
boy. I feel like that double up. That's like a double team there, boy. Iowa might have to go and find
I think
somebody.
it's a very good collaboration. I think it really is the meeting of two
Yeah,
generations.
two greats. Yeah. So this is what
Somebody
it
here threatening you for tomorrow.
is. Nah, tell him I'm ready.
Tomorrow morning.
Tell him I'm ready, man.
JW is ready for the drama. Yeah, so you all listen to JW. He's on Slam tomorrow morning from 6 until...
Oh, but how is 6 o'clock thing all these years? But I guess you
Tough, boy. Tough. Real
what time you
tough.
wake up?
5. But I snooze.
But I ain't bad.
5:15.
But you
5:30.
live in close?
Yeah, right in San them.
I live in Dago.
Yeah. So it'll be too bad on the main road coming up.
Hella snooze right through.
Where Ansel coming from?
He coming from, I
Cascade.
believe, he coming from...
You right there?
No, he's not. He's coming from Central.
Central side
Central,
now.
good.
Yeah, he come from
I pulled it
Central.
out earlier than you.
Yeah, so tough.
Yeah.
I'm
And then he not getting no sleep for children. Oh, God. I don't envy he at all.
yeah,
You
tough.
walk around like a zombie just now. I'm big like
Somebody say I want some drama.
Yeah, tell them tomorrow we go jam that.
drama.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I hope no. Hey, y'all behave on yourself on our radio tomorrow morning? No. Stop it. Because I think people now stand to put 2 and 2 together.
In terms of?
In
Sure,
terms
in terms
of,
of us?
In terms
Yeah.
of certain names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
All right.
tell us long time
All
ago.
right, so I guess wrap it up. Guys, thank you so much. And, we're back here on Thursday. Don't forget, who's the guest on Thursday? We have a surprise guest Thursday?
Well, we don't have a surprise guest, but we're not going to tell you who it
We're
is.
not telling. I think I know who it
It's
is.
a good guy. It's a good guy. You will enjoy it. You will actually might be shocked. So, yeah.
All right. So don't forget to check us out Thursday, 8 p.m. We'll be right here, 951 Remix on Facebook. And, well, you should know it because you're looking at it now, on Facebook and on YouTube. All right. Have a great night, everyone. Take it easy.